Our today's topic is about the photoelectric effect. So, when a beam of light with frequency equal to or greater than a particular frequency or the particular value, which is called the threshold frequency, is allowed to strike the surface of a metal, electrons are ejected instantaneously from the surface of the metal. So, this effect is called the photoelectric effect, and such electrons which are ejected by photons are called the photoelectrons. And J.J. Thomson observed this photoelectric effect. So, some characteristics of the photoelectric effect are given below. First one is every metal has a certain minimum frequency of incident light to eject electrons. So, this frequency is called the threshold frequency, which is represented as the nu naught, right? Radiations of frequency lower than this frequency, that is the if the frequency is less than the threshold frequency, then this cannot eject electrons from the surface, no matter how long it falls on the metal. Second one is as the light falls on the metal surface, immediately electrons are ejected. That is photoelectric effect is instantaneous, and that is energy is not accumulated. That is, this effect is instantaneous. Immediately electrons are coming out. Third one is the kinetic energy of the emitted electrons is directly proportional to the frequency of the incident light, but does not depend on the intensity. It does not depend on the intensity of the incident light. According to this, the kinetic energy of the photoelectrons ejected by the red radiation is less than the electrons ejected by the ultraviolet radiations if metal is equally photosensitive for both type of the radiations. What it means? It means that the kinetic energy is depends on the frequency of the incident light. Next one is the number of the ejected electrons from the metal surface increases with increasing the intensity of incident radiations. That is proportional to the intensity of incident radiation. That is, if the intensity of the incident radiation increases, along with the number of the ejected electrons also increases. And in this way, you can also represent the effect of photoelectric effect, right? So this is a metal surface in which electrons is present, right? Right, inside the metals there are uh, molecules, then inside molecules there are atoms, and inside the atoms electrons are present. So when an incident photon which is equal or greater than the threshold value is strike on the surface of the metal, is instantaneously ejected electron with kinetic energy of half mv square. Now come to the explanation of the photoelectric effect. Einstein explained that the photoelectric effect could be explained if we consider the light consists of the discrete particles or photons of energy h nu. So according to Einstein, when a photon of frequency nu, which has energy h nu, strikes on the surface of a metal, it knocks out the surface electrons. In this process, we have to know some points that a certain amount of energy is used up in ejecting the electron from the metal. This energy is called the work function, which is represented by the capital W naught of the metal, right? I'm saying a certain amount of energy is used up. I'm not saying the minimum amount of energy. Please mark my point. A certain amount of energy is used up in ejecting the electron from the metal, and this energy is called the work function, which is represented by the capital, right? Capital naught of the metal. Now come to the explanation of the photoelectric effect. Einstein explained that the photoelectric effect could be explained if light consists of the discrete particles or the photons of energy h nu. So when a photon of frequency nu and has energy h nu strikes on the surface of a metal, it knocks out the surface electrons. So this is the photoelectric effect. In this process of photoelectric, 2 points are important. First one is a certain amount of energy is used up in ejecting the electron from the metal. This energy is called the work function, which is represented by the capital W naught of the metal. I am saying you a certain amount of energy. If I say you the minimum amount of energy, then we will talk about E, which is threshold energy, right? And if I have to define work function in terms of work, then it will be represented by small w, that is by small naught. So some work is to be done to eject electron from the metal plate. So the minimum amount of that work is known as the work function of that substance. These two are totally different from each other. It represents the energy while it represents that amount of work, right? So the remaining energy, which is equal to the difference of the energy of the incident photon that comes when a beam of light with photon strikes on the metal surface, right? That is the light which is coming has a energy h nu minus capital W naught, that is the energy is consumed, is used up to eject the electron, right? So the remaining energy, which is equal to the difference of the energy of the incident photon and the work function of the metal, is stored as the kinetic energy of the electron. Ke represent the kinetic energy of the electron, right? Where velocity and mass of ejected electron is v and m. W naught depends on the nature of metal, not on the incident photon. If the minimum amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from the metal plate is known as the threshold energy, which is represented as E, then it is equal to the W naught. And as we know, E is equal to H nu naught. So in this equation, we put up the value of the W naught as H nu naught, and this equation is known as the Einstein photoelectric equation. From this equation, it is evident that if the energy of the incident photon h mu is less than the energy h nu is less than the energy required by an electron to come out from the surface, which is h nu naught, no emission of electron can take place from the metal surface.